Hello guys, this is Mark Saint and this is Brazil Unsubtitled podcast. Brazil Unsubtitled is also a channel on YouTube. We make videos about Brazil, the Brazilian culture, the Brazilian cities, sports, politics, whatever you want to know about Brazil, but in English. On this Friday, today is the 11th of June, 2021, we're going to be talking about what it is like to be a Brazilian and to have a bilingual kid, okay? For those who don't know, I have the pleasure and the honor to be the father of Manuela Pires. She is the most important thing that has ever happened to me. My present from God, and once I learned my wife was pregnant, we didn't expect that to happen. For those who don't know, we had been living together for a couple of years when that happened. But we always said that we wanted to be parents 2 years after. So when she told me she was pregnant, it was a big surprise. A good one, I have to say. But I said, okay, now that you're pregnant, I'm going to do something. I'm going to speak to the girl, to the kid, to the baby. We didn't know it was a woman, a girl. So I'm going to speak to her in English only and exclusively until the rest of my life. I will never address to her and speak Portuguese because I think it's an opportunity to give her direction in life. I know how important it is to speak English in this country. For those who follow the channel and who follow the podcast here, I have said I said recently, or I said in 2 episodes ago, I guess, I was talking to Tony. I said that when I was in London and I was crossing the Hyde Park, and it was 2009, and the world was going through an economic hardship. We were in a crisis. For those who don't remember, Obama was intervening in the banks and in the market and saving the banks from failure, from bankruptcy. But I saw the British fetching their balls for the dogs to pick up, reading books, and then something startled me. I said, look, if you want to be in the vanguard of this world, you need to speak English. Especially where I come from. Brazil usually consumes everything that comes from Europe, from the United States, so the English language is very valued in this country. The clothes we wear has slogans in English, the movies we watch are from Hollywood, are from England, the music we consume. I was a big fan of Oasis when I was 18 years old, so everything comes from the United States or England or Australia or whoever speaks English. So I told my wife, why not? Why not educate the girl in English? Not paying a very expensive school, a bilingual school, which by the way is a fad here in this country. Every school now puts bilingual schools, and sometimes they are not. But this is another story. I'm not going to get to this point. But English here is gold. If you speak English, you are 10 steps ahead of anyone else. So then I decided to do that, and I gotta say, and this is for you who is listening to this podcast in order to get information about how to do this yourself. I didn't feel weird because I've been a teacher for a long time now. It's been 20 years, but I have to say that in the beginning I was talking to the belly, right? My wife was 6 months pregnant and I was talking to Manuela and she was there. I felt her move and I kept thinking because I have for myself that there's not only the physical thing, there's the soul. So I was sending energy to her soul. She was recognizing me as a father, even though she was not even born yet. She was being generated. So I kept speaking English with the fetus, right, with the baby when she was inside Talia's belly. Talia's my wife. And when Manuela was born, whenever I had a chance to grab her and talk to her, I would do that in English. And I would tell her stories. I would speak to her as I was speaking to anyone else. I would say, hey, I'm your father. I love you so much. I'm right here for you. And I always said that in English. There were moments that she kept staring at my eyes and I kept speaking and speaking. So I knew I was sowing the seeds of English into her heart right now at that moment. And days passed, weeks passed, months passed. I kept recording the progress. By the way, this is a video I want to make one day, showing how from a very early age she already recognized the sounds. And I've been a teacher, as I said, for a long time. And because I am a teacher, I have this flexibility with my agenda. I have the possibility of spending more time with my family. I don't work outside the house. I work inside the house. Manuela has never seen me work outside the house. So for me to have this opportunity to see my daughter grow, I was probably there with her mother in time consumption when it comes to being by the side of the baby. Of course, she had to nurse the baby and stuff, but I was always there. So Manuela spent a long time of her childhood, of her babyhood by my side, listening to me speak English. And it was something decided in the house. It was something that Tali was for. She was never against it. She speaks English as well, and she knew the importance of doing this with the baby. So whenever we put something for the baby to watch, it was never Galinha Pintadinha, which we have here in Brazil. It was always something in English. So there's this channel called Super Simple Songs with American chants and lullabies and songs for kids. And Manuela grew up learning a lot of them, like Snowflake, Twinkle Twinkle Little Star, and all these songs. She would listen to it incessantly, every day, every minute she was listening to these songs. So it got to a point that she started understanding me, like naturally, as any person born in an English-speaking country would do, any kid. So I would say, Manuela, climb up the sofa, baby. And she would, I remember she was learning how to walk, or she was just crawling at the time. And she would grab the couch and go up the couch because I gave the command. And then I would say, where's mom? And she would point to where her mom was. So, guys, it was amazing. It worked because you don't need to be American. You don't need to be British. You don't need to be an English-speaking native person to do what I did with my baby. I knew I had no money. I'm not a wealthy guy. I'm just a guy striving to survive and during this pandemic and making my future with God's blessings. But I have to say, she got it. She got it. I don't think my English is the best in the world. I can't compare myself to a native guy. But as much as I know, she got everything. And she got so used to listening and to watching content in English that she would not despise, but she would reject anything that came in Portuguese. I remember she was a big fan of the Backyardigans. And one day I tried to put the Backyardigans in Portuguese, and she was just 9 months old. She was angry. She started crying because the sound was different. And then I put the Backyardigans in English, and she was happy again and started dancing to the song. So everything I have in videos, guys, one day I will post it. But I'm here to say it's not a bilingual school that is going to prepare your kid for thinking in English, for absorbing the language as you expect. Of course, there are cases where people will learn. But in general, the person needs to live the language. I'm Brazilian, but I live English 24 hours a day. I remember my trip to Europe. I went to Austria first, and then Germany, and then Czech Republic, and the fourth country was England. When I got to London and I heard English for the first time in 10 or 11 days, I had a sigh, and I had a feeling of relief. And then something started me. I said, it's not my first language. Why do I feel relieved to listen to English? Because I identify myself with the language. Everything I do is in English. So I wanted this to my daughter. I wanted my daughter to know the language has no owner, has no boundaries. One day I learned that English belongs to those who speak. I don't accept, and I will never accept anyone pointing the finger at me and say, but you were born in Brazil. As if this was wrong. I love being a Brazilian, but I love speaking English at the same time. So Manuela is this. Manuela was born in Brazil. However, her first language is English. And her first language is Portuguese. Because she learned both at the same time. But I gotta tell you something. She learned English first. Because most of the words, she was with me first. My wife and I are not separated. We're together. But she was doing her stuff, taking care of many things. And I was with the baby. And after Manuela grew a little bit and my wife got back to work, I was the one. Up until recently, I was the only one spending hours with Manuela. There were days that Tali left home at 7 in the morning. Manuela was sleeping. And she came back home at 9 p.m. Manuela was sleeping again. That day, because of the pandemic, she didn't go out. She didn't go to school. She studies in a Portuguese-speaking language. But she didn't go to school that day. She spent the whole 12 hours, I don't know, 13 hours, speaking Portuguese. Speaking English, sorry. She didn't mention a single word in Portuguese that day. So that happens a lot. So what is my recommendation? Guys, you need to surround your kid with audios. This is for you who is planning to, who intends to have kids educated in English, but also who want to learn English. You need to surround yourself and the kid with the English language. And you cannot give up. Because there were moments in her story that I would speak English to her and she would respond me in Portuguese. There were days that I thought of giving up. I told my wife, look, I'm not going to talk in English with the kid anymore. Because she doesn't answer in English. She answers in Portuguese. She understands everything I say, though. And my wife said, you're being silly. This is a process. And the process we were using, guys, was one parent, one language, which I learned with Jackie from the channel Ask Jackie. She made a video about it. And she said, look, Jackie, for those who don't know, is American with Brazilian kids. Her husband is from Brazil, from Campinas, São Paulo. She said that one day she came to the kids when they could speak, and she said, listen, what is the language mom is using to talk to you? And the kids said, English, mom. So why do you guys don't answer in English? And the kids were like, but she was not confronting, she was very easy on them. And she said, so let's do something. From now on, when mommy uses this language, I want you to answer in the same language. With daddy, you can speak in Portuguese. And the kids started to respond. So I said, let me try. I was able to do that because she already spoke. And I said, Manu, come here. She was, I think, 2 to 3 years when I did this. Or maybe 3 to 4, I don't remember. And I said, Manu, do you see this language that daddy's using? She said, yes. When I talk to you, I want you to use the same language, okay? And she said, okay, daddy. She never spoke Portuguese with me again. It's been more than 2 years and she never talked in Portuguese with me. It became a condition. Even during the night when she wakes up and she's sick, she's going to speak in English with me. So what I recommend for you guys who are listening is surround yourself with the language. If not only the radio, nowadays we have internet, we have access to American radios, British radios, but everything you do has to be in English. Cartoons, Netflix, everything. Set up Netflix to be in English. Don't allow Portuguese as the first language and you will see the difference. Nowadays, Manuela's biggest shows are from YouTube, right? And they are YouTubers from Canada, from the United States. She doesn't consume anything in Portuguese at her own will. I don't have to influence. She chooses to consume in English. But I always say, listen, this is your country. Your country speaks Portuguese. She's learning Portuguese in school. My parents speak Portuguese. They are all Brazilians. Everybody around her speaks Portuguese. I am probably the only person right now who speaks to her in English. So I'm not turning my back to my country and my culture. I am giving Manuela the possibility of being prepared for a future that is about to come. A future that everybody speaks the same language. So okay, enough about the story. I have a very special moment right now. I'm going to drag the chair for her to be close to me. Look who is here. If you are watching on YouTube, you're seeing this beauty right now. Ready to go to school. And her toy. She wants to get her toy. So, Manuela, how are you doing today, baby?
I'm good.
You're good. Did you have a good night's sleep?
Yes.
Did you hear your whole story?
Yes.
Yes? And what do you think of it? Let it go a little bit, otherwise you're not going to pay attention. What do you think of your story? Was it beautiful?
Mm-hmm.
Yes? What is it like for you to speak English?
Fun.
Is it fun? Why is it fun?
Because I'm fluent and I can speak English and Portuguese.
Do you like Portuguese?
No.
What? I never put anything in your head. Why don't you like Portuguese? It's such a beautiful language.
No, I like Portuguese. I like English.
You like English is your favorite language?
Yes.
And how do you feel about the fact that you study in a Portuguese speaking school? Is it a problem for you?
No, but I understand good, but sometimes I have ditado in school. I don't know how to say in English. I have ditado, and sometimes I forget.
I think it's a dictation, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, and sometimes I forget the word because I was taking in English.
It happens a lot?
Sometimes.
It happens sometimes. But is it a problem for you, the fact that all your friends or most of your friends are Brazilians and only speak Portuguese?
No, I don't want to change school, but my school is Brazilian.
Your school is Brazilian, but it's not a problem for you, the fact that they speak Portuguese, right?
Yeah.
It's not a problem, right?
No, it's not a problem.
And is it a problem, the fact that right now you only speak English with your father?
It's not a problem.
Not a problem. So how do you like to use your English? What do you watch? Tell people. When you have some free time and you are watching videos, what do you like to watch?
I like to watch just English videos, but there's just one that is in Portuguese.
Which one is in Portuguese?
It's called Chavez.
You are a big fan of Chavez. For you who is from the United States or any other country like England, any country in Africa, Egypt, and you're listening to this podcast, Chavez is a Mexican TV series that is really, really famous worldwide. Unfortunately, and I don't understand why it's not famous in the US and in England, in English-speaking countries. But it has been dubbed to Russian, to French. Chavez is from Roberto Gomes Bolaños. He's a genius of the comedy. For me, bigger than Chaplin, bigger than anyone who has ever existed on this planet. Just so you know, his show has been exhibited in Brazil for more than 30 years. I grew up watching Chavez, and Manuela is doing the same now. Right? And the funny thing, the episodes are repeated constantly, but we always laugh at them as if it was the first time. So this is the only thing you watch, right?
Just my dad laughs. I think it's normal.
It's normal, yeah. Why don't you laugh right now?
It's because
you probably don't understand, right? You don't understand the jokes, right?
Yeah, I don't understand.
But why do you like it then?
Because that's Pachi, that's Kiko, that's...
Who's your favorite character on Chavez?
Pachi.
Pachi is your favorite character? Why?
Because I like her.
Yeah, you like her because she's always carrying her doll and you are carrying your Sansão there, right? Your Sanson from Turma da Mônica. Okay, Manu, but in English, what do you watch?
I watch Karina.
Karina is the Canadian YouTuber, right?
Yeah, she's from Canada.
She makes videos about what?
About Minecraft, Roblox.
Games.
Yes, games. But my favorite of Karina is Minecraft.
Minecraft, perfect. What else do you watch? A for Adley. Adley is a North American, right?
Yeah, she watch Ryan.
She watches Ryan.
Yes.
Ryan is the most famous YouTuber in the world, I guess. At his age, I guess he's American, right, Manu?
He's 9.
He's 9 years old.
9 is the 90s.
9 is like 5 and 4. This is 9.
and 4.
Yes, 5 in one hand and 4 in the other hand.
Okay,
Because 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
yeah, he's 9 years old, but in other videos, he's 8.
Yeah, Ryan has been making videos since he was, 2 years old, I guess? He started with the Ryan Toys review.
Oh, he started Ryan Toys review in 3.5.
3.5 when he started the Ryan Toys review. Manuela, do you like YouTube? Do you have a channel?
Mm-hmm.
Are you a YouTuber yourself? That is fantastic.
And even that.
Now that is a small YouTuber, right?
No, because you don't download my videos, just your videos.
What? Yeah, she's charging me because I'm supposed to edit her videos too. So what is the name of your channel for people to know?
Manuela Pires Show.
So I'm gonna put here if you are watching, okay, on YouTube. If you are following on the podcast, Spotify and Anchor and the others,
But
you will have on the description. Yes.
Daddy, I have a question.
Sure, go ahead.
What is a podcast?
A podcast, Manu, is a platform that you record your voice like I'm doing here. Take a look on the cell phone, and people will listen to us while they go to work, while they exercise, when they run on the streets. They will be just listening to us. Podcasts are interesting because they are like radios. They bring information. People will be able to learn about anything. For example, today I'm talking about bilingualism, which is your case, speaking two languages. The other day I talked about politics. The other day soccer.
Yeah.
So if you like, for example, kids stuff, you can listen to kids podcasts.
But in the podcast of soccer, it was like he started at night, Daddy.
Yeah.
And then it took a long time.
Yes. And you went to bed, right, baby?
Yeah. And you finished the podcast when
you were sleeping.
Yes.
Yeah. What is your life like in this house? Tell people, do you like living here?
Yes.
Do you have a crazy family? Do you like the fact that Dad is a YouTuber? Is it good for you? Yeah?
But I don't know a lot of English.
You don't know a lot of English?
Yeah.
Of course you do.
Yeah, but sometimes I forget words in English.
It's because you're still learning. For example, you don't know everything in Portuguese, right? The same. When I was your age, 6 years old, I didn't know many things in Portuguese. And I was born and raised in Portuguese. Right? So are you going to go to school today?
Yes.
Yeah? And what classes are you going to have? Tell people.
I don't know. After class, I'm gonna make a video and then I'm gonna tell you guys.
You're going to make a new video for your channel?
Yes.
Wonderful. I think I will edit one of your videos today and release. Oh, you're going to hit me with something. Right?
like all the time.
What does your mother do?
She works till 9, like A lot.
She works a lot, and what does she do? What is her profession? She's an English teacher.
No, she's eyebrows.
She works with eyebrows.
And
Perfect.
look at my toy that I
She's a micropigmentation specialist, right?
Yes, and look at my toy that I got yesterday.
Wow, guys, I don't know how to call that in English. I think it's a pawn that spins.
Look,
Yes.
do you see this tip here? And do you see this? So you just put it, you spin it, and if you do it 3 times, like 5 times, and Anthony from my school said 3 times, here will be charged, but you cannot move this part. And do you,
Show the guys how to do it. Try to put your spin on the table.
okay, so
I
you.
don't know if it's gonna spin here because we have Spider-Man, but let's fix it.
Oh my God!
Here, try this surface because it's smoother. Here, let's see.
Okay,
1, 2,
but it's
3.
gonna hit.
No, it's not. Don't worry about it. Just do it.
Look, do you see this button? You put 2 fingers like here, and then this finger on the yellow, and then 2 here.
Go ahead.
So
Show.
then you have distance, and then you do like this.
Wow, look at that. That's
That's a
fantastic.
light, but it doesn't show anymore.
That's fantastic. Okay, Manuela Pires, thank you very much. You need to get ready to go to school.
But I
Eat something.
But I already got ready.
Yeah, no, I mean, we need to have lunch and get prepared for you to go to
But
school.
I want you to continue the podcast.
We want to talk more, but the podcast cannot be so long.
Okay.
Okay? So what is the message you want to leave for people who want to learn English? Do you have a message for people? What do they have to do to have such a good English as yours?
You need to learn English.
With Daddy, she's pointing at me. And what else, Manu?
And then you need to watch videos in English.
See, guys, I say that to you all the time. Is this difficult, Manu, to watch your favorite shows in English? Did you understand everything at first?
Yes.
No, right?
No.
But do you understand everything now?
Yeah.
It's a process, right? What?
And I want to do the podcast tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't want to stop filming.
Okay, but we have to. Manuela, thank you very much for your
No.
participation.
I'm gonna use you.
No. Stop. Thank you very much for your participation.
No.
Say bye to people.
I want to continue.
Manuela, say bye to people. Say bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye, guys. Thank you very much. I hope you have enjoyed, okay? Say bye-bye.
Bye.
I'll see you next Friday on the podcast. Remember, the channel also has 2 videos a week.
Wait, let me show
7
you.
p.m.
Let
7
me show
p.m.
them my toy. I'm coming
No, it's gonna
back.
take too long. I have to...
No,
Filha, I have to stop, okay?
But I
Filha, I have to stop, alright? Thank you very much. Guys, you know what it is like to work with kids. That's normal. I'll see you next class. I'll see you next time. Thank you very much. I got two things here.
Look again.
Bye-bye, guys.
Bye.